This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
And we begin at 6 with a look at the forecast. A rainy early morning for the Coleman More Than Pink Walk. Take a look at everyone with those umbrellas earlier today. And tonight, we are in storm alert with a severe thunderstorm watch south of the metro. Good evening, I'm Brent Solomon. Thunderstorms are possible tonight, and some areas are at risk of flash flooding. Let's head over to meteorologist Jim Castillo to see what we should expect. Jim.
Yes, hi Brent. Now we're getting a better idea where this severe weather will set up, and it is south of the metro. So severe thunderstorm watch here in orange, Rolla to Potosi, Farmington Park Hills, and Fredericktown. That does not include Perryville or Sparta or Shiloh or St. Louis or Chesterfield. So a little bit of good news, but that's until 1 a.m. And look at that development of showers and storms really beginning to pop southwest of Phelps County. Eventually, that will help to get these showers and storms really fired up as we get into the 7 o'clock hour tonight. So 7 to midnight is a big time we're watching, mainly south of the metro. Can't really rule out a shower or a storm around the metro, but that severe weather chance looks like it's going to stay south. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, large hail, the biggest threats. Can't rule out an isolated spin-up tornado, and there's that flood watch for the potential of flash flooding also south. I'll time it all out coming up in Futurecast in just a few minutes.
And we'll be waiting for that, Jim. St. Louis police arrested a man wanted for 2 murders near Chicago. They took Jeffrey Oswick into custody. This was Friday near the Arch. He's suspected of killing his 2 brothers Wednesday in Highland Park, Illinois. First responders found Oswick's brothers dead inside of a home that had been set on fire. They believe he shot both men, set the home on fire, and took off. Highland Park police put out a nationwide warrant. Friday, the National Park Service notified St. Louis police they spotted Oswick near the Arch. He's being held in St. Louis. Right now, police are working to learn more about a shooting in Jennings that left a man dead and 4 others hurt. This happened in Kinnaman Park around 5 p.m. Overnight, community leaders and those who advocate against gun violence gather to condemn it. One leader says, "What we're seeing is a cry for help."
It's a call for help, and I think a cry for help to those who are behind pulling the trigger, to those who are being injured, that there is help out here, that there is support that's available for parents. There is support that's available for the children and those who are suffering from trauma.
And we want to share those resources of support with you. Look for that tonight at 10. Well, this weekend is a national effort dedicated to preventing crime. It's Wear Orange Weekend. Since 2013, the movement has raised awareness about the effects of gun violence. The color orange symbolizing the value of every person's life. The local Moms Demand Action chapter continues to share stories of people who are impacted in our area by gun violence.
And it's important for us to be here today to show the world that the survivors are here, and we're not just sitting back allowing this to happen in our neighbors and our neighborhoods and our communities.
Now, this campaign only happens once a year, but advocates believe the tough conversations need to happen every day. 5 on your side's Andy Crawl will have more on the ongoing crime prevention efforts in our area, so look for that tonight at 10. Well, if you noticed smoke near the airport today, it was only a drill. Emergency crews had a training exercise to simulate what to do if a plane caught fire. 5 on your side's Mercedes McKay shows us why that training is so important.
It's a situation the airport never wants to see, but one they have to prepare for.
Safety is our #1 concern at this airport.
That's why every 3 years, St. Louis Lambert International Airport holds a full-scale exercise with the simulated aircraft, making sure the airport, EMS, and fire departments are all on the same page if the unthinkable takes place.
Extremely important that we get everybody together to make sure that we can help break some of those gaps that happen during a real-life emergency.
The training drill Saturday revolved around a hypothetical accident where a plane engine sucks in a drone during takeoff.
We practice the communications plan, make sure we practice escorting individuals, it takes a team effort throughout the airport to really understand how this operates and how we all fit together and everybody plays their roles.
Airport officials tell me that drones are something that airports across the country are worried about right now. Recently, there was actually an unidentified drone here at Lambert Airport, which almost shut everything down. That's why emergency drills like this one are so important.
We've been having these drone exercises about once a month for the past 3 or 4 months, so it definitely helps us out that we have been prepared.
60 volunteers participated, acting as injured victims so EMS and firefighters could practice triage. Even chaplains in the Department of Mental Health were there for the drill.
People are in high stress situations and they are very worried about their loved ones and they need that extra layer of support.
Support that everyone at the training is ready to provide if our city ever finds itself in this kind of emergency.
It is so important to provide people with the support they need and answers that they need and any kind of resources that they may need.
Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
After that drill, officials discussed what went right and what went wrong. They will meet with the airport's emergency management department next week. Well, it is Pride Month, and the Missouri History Museum has its own way of honoring the month. This week, 5 on Your Side hosted a preview for that exhibit. Our Travis Cummings and Jim Castillo hosted the panel, and guests got an early look at the showcase. It celebrates Pride in St. Louis while chronicling testimonies from the LGBTQIA+ community.
We have the first ever major exhibition on queer history in St. Louis, telling the story of almost 200 years of history, more than 150 artifacts from LGBTQIA+ history, and really countless stories that for the most part haven't been shared in a major way before.
The free Gateway to Pride exhibit is open to the public. It will stay open for more than a year. For a full list of Pride events and activities in the St. Louis area this month, text the word PRIDE to 314-425-5355. Well, a much-needed donation drive. Why the International Institute needs your help now more than ever. Providing access to health care. The mission behind the event over at Christian Hospital today.